Afternoon, everyone.
Good
I,
afternoon.
Miss
Good
Avni Sanghvi,
afternoon.
in the
Good
capacity of
afternoon.
Company Secretary, welcome all the members of the company at the 41st Annual General Meeting of the company conducted through VC in accordance with the circular issued by MCA and SEBI. The registered office of the company, situated at Nariman Point, Mumbai, will be considered as the venue for this AGM to transact the business as mentioned in the notice of AGM. Mr. Ritesh Zaveri, the chairman of the company, shall act as a chairman of the meeting. Further, it is informed to the members that as per provision of Companies Act 2013, Register of Director and KMP and Register of Contracts are made available for inspection in the electronic mode on the website of the company. Further, the audited financial statements of the subsidiaries are also available for inspection in the electronic mode on the website of the company. Now, I would like to take through some points with regard to the participation at this meeting. The facility for joining the meeting through VC through NSDL's platform is being made through first come first serve basis. All the members joining the meeting are by default placed on mute mode to avoid any disturbance arising from the background noise and to ensure the smooth and simple conduct of the meeting. Once the question answer session starts, the chairman will announce one by one the name of the speaker shareholders. The speaker shareholders thereafter will be unmuted by the host. The speaker shareholders is requested to turn on the video button while speaking. If for some reason the shareholders are not able to join through VC, the shareholder can speak through the audio mode. We request the speaker shareholders to use their earphone so that they can clearly audible and to minimize any noise in the background. We request the shareholders to limit their speech up to 3 minutes. During the AGM, if any member faces any technical issue, they may contact the helpline number provided in the notice of AGM. Thank you. Now I request Chairman Mr. Ritesh Zaveri to commence with the meeting. Ritesh sir.
Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I am pleased to chair the 41st Annual General Meeting. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming you all to the 41st Annual General Meeting of the Saraswati Commercial India Limited. As per the provision of Companies Act 2013, as the requisite quorum required for meeting is present, I hereby commence the proceeding for today's meeting. This meeting is being held through audio-video conference mode in accordance with the circulars issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and the Securities and Exchange. The company has taken all feasible efforts to enable members to participate through video conference mode and vote at the AGM. Since the requisite quorum is present through video conference to conduct the proceedings of this meeting, participation of members through video conference is being reckoned for the purpose of quorum as per circular issued by the Ministry of Corporate Affairs and Section 103 of the Companies Act 2013. I would also like to welcome my fellow directors, Mr. Sandeep Kumar Kejriwal, Mr. Hetal Khalpada, Mrs. Rupal Vora, Mr. Vallabh Prasad Biyani, and Mr. Ketan Desai, who are attending the meeting through video conferencing from their respective places. Further, Mrs. Vaisali Dhuri, CFO of the company, Mr. Rajiv Pathak, CEO of the company, Mr. Nissan Javasa, Secretarial Auditor of the company, and Mr. Sandeep Admira, representative of Statutory Auditor, are attending the meeting through video mode from their respective locations. Since the meeting is held through video conference mode as per MCA circulars, the requirement of appointment of proxy is not applicable and accordingly register of proxy is not maintained. Since the meeting is held through MCA circular, now I take this opportunity to address the members at this meeting by summarizing the performance of the company in the last financial year. Our company is non-deposit taking NBFC registered with the RBI engaged in the business of investment in shares and securities and lending activities. The company has two subsidiaries, namely Arkia Commercials Private Limited and Sareshwar Finance and Trading Private Limited. Since the asset size of the company along with its group companies is more than rupees 1000 crores, the company is being classified as a middle layer NBFC as per Master Direction Reserve Bank of India, Directions 2023. The fiscal year 2023-24 was an outstanding year for the Indian stock markets, with the BSE Sensex seeing an incredible rise of about 24%, outperforming prior year's performance and generating investors with substantial wealth. During the fiscal year 2024, the S&P and BSE Sensex index has touched multiple record highs, and the market capitalization of BSE listed companies suppressed to rupees 333 lakh crore or $4 trillion for the first time ever in November 2023. The BSE Sensex has had the second largest rise of 24.85% during the span of 5 years in FY24. The largest gain of 68.01% was recorded in financial year 21. The S&P BSE Sensex saw a mere 0.72% rise in financial year 23. Considering this, the company has also performed extremely well. The financial statements for the year ended 31st March 2024 are prepared and under Ind AS. The brief highlights of the financial statement for the year ended are as follows. First, I will take standalone financial highlights, and all the figures are rupees in lakhs. Revenue from operation is 7 on 31st March 24 versus 2397.33 on 31st March 23 against 0.65 on year end 31st March 23. Total income is 12833.57 against 2397.98 in 23. Profit before interest and tax for the year ended 31st March 24 is 12515.40 against 2081.89 on 31st March 23. Profit after interest before tax is 12347.06 against 1906.06 on 31st March 23. So it shows a growth of 547.78%. Profit loss after tax is 10390.61 for the year ended 31st March 24 against 1166.40 on 31st March 23. It shows growth of 790.83%. Other comprehensive income is 15294.10 on 31st March 24 against its negative 37.82 on 31st March 23. Now total comprehensive income for the year is 25,684.71 against 1128.58 on 31st March 23. Now it's consolidated financial highlights, and again all the figures are rupees in lakhs. Revenue from operation on 31st March 24 is 12834.28 against 2401.80 on 31st March 23. Other income is 0.01 against 0.67. Total income is 12834.29 on year ended 31st March 24 and it was 2402.48 on 31st March 23. Profit before interest and tax is 12515.30 for the year ended 31st March 24 against 2085.66 on 31st March 23. Profit after interest before tax is 12346.80 against 1909.51 on year ended 31st March 23. So it shows near about 546.60% growth. Profit after tax and share in profit loss of associates is 10390.30 against 1170.33 on the year end 31st March 23. So it shows growth of 787.81%. Other comprehensive income is 15657.40 as on 31st March year ended 24 against 1170.33 on 31st March 23. Other comprehensive income is 15657.40 as on year ended 31st March 24 against negative 16.49 on 31st March 23. Now, total comprehensive income for the year is 26,047.70 for the year ended 31st March 24 against 1153.84 for the year ended 31st March 23. So it shows growth of 2157.47. Now it's your company's annual report for the year ended 31st March 24 inter alia containing director's report, the audited financial statements, including consolidated financial statement, and auditor's report thereon have already been sent to you by email, and with your permission, I would like to take the same as received and read. So now I request Ms. Avni Sanghvi, Company Secretary, to brief the shareholders on the voting process.
Thank you, Chairman, sir. As per provision of Companies Act 2013 and MCA circular of the company had provided the remote e-voting facility through NSDL's platform during the period 22nd September at 9 a.m. to 25th of September till 5 p.m. And the meeting is being conducted through VC. Voting at this meeting will be conducted electronically by only those shareholders who have not casted their vote during the remote e-voting period by login to the NSDL's e-voting platform. The voting can be done up to 15 minutes after the conclusion of this meeting. As the voting is done through remote voting, show of hands of the resolution shall not be proposed and seconded. Mr. Nishan Javasa, practicing company secretaries, have been appointed as a scrutinizer for the remote voting to be conducted at this AGM. The result, along with the scrutinizer's report for the remote e-voting and e-voting done at this meeting, will be available at the website of NSDL, at the website of company, along with the stock exchanges within 48 hours of the conclusion of this meeting, that is on or before 28th of September 2024. Now, I would like to read the resolution as set forth in the notice of AGM. Agenda item number 1, to consider and adopt the audited standalone financial statements of the company for the year ended 31st March 24, together with the reports on the board of directors and auditors thereon, and the report and the audited consolidated financial statements of the company for the year ended 31st March 24, together with the reports of auditors thereon. Second, to consider and approve the reappointment of Mr. Hetal Khalpada, holding DIN 000555823, director who retired by rotation. Third, appointment of Mrs. Vaishali Duri as the whole-time director of the company. Fourth, approval of material-related party transactions to be entered with GC Ventures Private Limited. Fifth, approval of material-related party transactions to be entered with Winro Commercial India Limited. Sixth, approval of material-related party transactions to be entered with Singularity Holdings Limited. 7. Approval of material-related party transactions to be entered with 4-Dimension Securities India Limited. 8. Approval of material-related party transactions to be entered into with Urudvan Investments and Trading Private Limited. 9. Approval of material-related party transactions to be entered into with Samjagdeep Investments Private Limited. 10th, approval of material-related party transactions to be entered into with 4-Dimensions Advisors Private Limited. 11. Approval of material-related party transactions to be entered into with Better Time Realtors Private Limited. 12. Approval of material-related party transactions to be entered into with GC FinCap Limited. And 13th, approval of material-related party transactions to be entered into with GC Holdings LLP. The resolution is set forth in the notice and as read shall be deemed to be passed today subject to receipt of requisite number of votes. Now, the speaker shareholders are requested to speak once their names are called and they are put on unmute by the host. Please note that the queries, if any, of the speaker shareholders will be addressed after all the speaker shareholders spoken. Now, I will request Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal. Mr. Bimal Kumar Agarwal.
The registered speaker shareholder Bimal Kumar Agarwal has not joined the meeting. With your permission, move to the next speaker.
Okay. Next is Mr. Jahangir Batiwala.
So we request you to unmute.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Not to take much of your time. Good afternoon to all of you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Wish you all the best. And Avni ma'am, how are you?
Good. How are you, sir?
Fine. Ma'am, this time the speaker's link was not shared with us. I have logged in through NSDL.
Sorry, sir?
The speaker's link was not shared with us. We had to go through NSDL.
For speaker shareholder list?
Yeah.
No, I have received your request, sir.
The speaker's link. Speaker's link. to
Link.
join the
No,
meeting.
there was no separate link for speaker shareholder, sir.
Okay, fine. Okay. Doesn't matter, ma'am. We are very old shareholders. We know you and the management very well. Hence, nothing to speak. Just wish you all the best and continue doing the good work. Thank you
Thank you,
very
sir.
much, sir.
Thank you.
So our next speaker shareholder is Mr. Rohinton Batiwala. Mr. Rohinton Batiwala.
Yeah, Mr. Rohinton Battiwala is not well. So
Okay.
I'll be whatever I've said, it is his thoughts also. So
Okay.
it's okay. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you. Next, Mrs. Lekha Shah.
Hello, am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, only, ma'am. Respected Chairman, sir, Board of Directors, and my fellow members. Good afternoon, and regards to everyone. Myself, Lekasha from Mumbai. First of all, I would like to thank our company secretary, Avni ma'am, for giving me this opportunity and for smooth process where I'm able to talk in front of you all in AGM. Thank you, Chairman Sir, for explaining as well about the company. Chairman Sir, I
Yes.
pray to God that He always shower His blessing upon you. Once again, I thank our company secretary, Avni ma'am, for their best performance and always outstanding support for all my doubts. Hence, I have no questions today, sir. Chairman, sir, I hope the company will continue video conference meeting in future. So I strongly and wholeheartedly support all the resolutions for today's meeting. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. So, next speaker, Mr. Satish Shah.
The registered speaker, Mr.
Hello,
Satish,
Anima.
has not joined the meeting.
Okay. Since all the speaker shareholders are done with their speech, now I request Mr. Ritesh Zaveri to answer the queries, if any. But I don't think any queries has been raised. So, Chairman sir, can you please conclude the vote
Yeah.
meeting?
Yes. And express our the cooperation and assistant dealers, consultants for their. I continue to look at optimism and as a company. The road ahead is full of challenges, but it is equally exciting and promising. I wish to place on record my deep sense of gratitude to my colleagues on the board of their counsel and support. I would also like to acknowledge the contribution and commitment of all our employees for their consistent level of performance, dedication, loyalty, and efforts in achieving our company's goal. My speech would not be complete without thanking my shareholders for their sincere and committed contribution to build strong fundamentals for the prospective growth in the FY 24-25. I look forward to your continued support and blessings in the coming years. Thank you.
Thank you, members, for your valuable time. Thank you. Now we can conclude this meeting.